On Wednesday, February 3rd, the Planning Board presented to the community a revised proposal for the Highway Commercial 1 zoning district where Muzi, Ford, and WCVB are located. The amendment failed at the special town meeting in October 2019. Based on the feedback received over the past 15 months, the new proposal includes multifamily residential use and reduced allowable maximum height and scale of the development. Here's municipal producer Yusha Wen with more details.
The new proposal added a multifamily residential use under special permit, reduced the maximum height from 70 feet or 5 stories to 56 feet or 4 stories by right, and from 6 stories to 5 stories by special permit. The floor area ratio by special permit is reduced to 1.35 from 1.75. The general setback requirement is 10 feet, but buildings higher than 2.5 floors by right and 3 floors by special permit must be set back 200 feet from Highland Avenue and Gould Street. The traffic study by the consulting company GPI estimated an increase of 650 trips during the morning peak hour and over 1,000 trips during the afternoon peak hour. Rebecca Brown from GPI said the traffic study pictured a worst-case scenario, which addressed a site plan of 2 5-story buildings for corporate headquarters and research and development activities, plus some ancillary retail space. The traffic situation of 4 locations are graded F under the worst-case build-out: the intersection of Central Avenue and Gould Street, the 2 driveways coming out from WCVB and Muzi Ford, and the intersection of Highland Avenue and Gould Street. Ms. Brown also presented a traffic mitigation plan, which included widening lanes, adding dedicated left and right turn lanes, and optimizing traffic signals.
To look at what could potentially be done to bring these intersections back to their no-build condition.
Many questions were raised around the traffic study that combined data collected in 2015 and 2019. Ms. Brown said since the 2019 data showed less traffic counts, GIP used the 2015 counts to address the worst-case scenario, except for the intersections of Gould Street and Central Avenue and Highland Avenue and Gould Street.
2 locations where we had updated data, we did use that updated data because it represented the most recent counts and included the impacts from the Route 128 widening.
Many attendees questioned the data's accuracy.
Traffic always goes up through stuff we can't control. It's people going through town during those rush hour times. So that new study from 2019 that showed a decrease that we kind of cherry picked out and dropped in there, as you analyze and compare the 2015 study to the 2019 study, is that apples to apples? Like, how did that go down? And I remember at town meeting, the previous traffic, I think, who had done the 2015, refer to that intersection in 2015 as an F, and with increased development become a very bad F.
While the 2015 counts were being done, the Route 128 widening project was under construction, and varying ramps were closed at certain times that resulted in traffic diversions that sent additional traffic through some of these study area intersections. One of the other things that I didn't mention is that there is an ongoing project right now by Mass DOT to construct some improvements at the location of Highland Avenue and Gould Street. And when we did the analysis of the no-build condition, we assumed that those improvements would be in place at the time that this project got constructed.
Concerns over other collateral traffic problems were also brought up.
I wonder if there is any way to mitigate what certainly will be people learning to make shortcuts through Noanette and Lee and Evelyn and all of our quiet little residential streets with lots of children once this is up and running.
Some residents were upset over the requirements for height and setback.
A 3, even a 2-story building that's 10 feet away from Gould and Highland Ave, that is in no way representing a gateway into Needham. If someone wants to see a 2 or 3-story building that close to the road, just go up the road near Panera Bread. I don't know if it's 2nd Ave, I forget which road that is. Go up that road, and where it takes the corner, you're going to see a fairly new apartment building there that's literally 10 feet, give or take, from the road. It's about the ugliest thing you could ever see.
Supporters of the amendment favored using the property for a grocery store, retail, and housing.
It would be really beneficial to have some kind of attraction be made available for the residents in that area. As a father with 2 children under 5 at the time, the lack of walkable restaurants and shops was a major factor in us moving to a different home in Needham on Chestnut Street, closer to Needham Center.
The mixed use makes sense. Housing is important for Needham, for diversity, for economic diversity, for racial diversity. I think a friendly 40B would be fantastic here. It's a big site. It's a flexible site.
You can go to needhamchannel.org to watch the entire presentation. The Planning Board will host another public hearing on Tuesday, March 16th. The proposal will be submitted as a warrant article at the coming annual town meeting.